Exporting's great, says the UK government. It'll help economic recovery. So when a company approached the Department for Business for an export licence for Syria at the start of last year, it was granted. The company said it would ship chemicals for the manufacture of window frames and showers. But those same materials, sodium fluoride and potassium fluoride, are also integral in the manufacture of chemical weapons, which much of the world assumes the Syrian government has used against its own people, and which Britain has described as a war crime. The get-out clause for the government appears to be that the shipments never actually went, and so at the moment nobody's suggesting that British chemicals have been used to gas Syrian children. But there's a bigger question, is whether the government here has learned the lesson of a decade ago about so-called dual-use materials. Dual use was the phrase on everyone's lips at the end of 2002, when United Nations inspectors were racing round Iraq. The British and American governments were arguing then that some things imported by Iraq, and which looked harmless enough, also had a military capability. That suddenly sounds a bit familiar.
I expect there's a great deal of cell searching going on at the moment within Whitehall, within UKTI, and no doubt in discussions with the security services to find out exactly how these precursor chemicals slip through the net.
What has changed since the Iraq War is the internet. Nowadays, sodium fluoride can be bought freely online. On this website, you can buy tons of it for a few $1,000s from a variety of suppliers in China. Perhaps the point is that if policing trade is becoming more and more difficult, countries which take the moral high ground against Syria can't afford to be seen to be making mistakes. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera, London.